minimize that, bring this over here. Okay, cool, there we go. Okay, sorry, what were you saying, Karen?
You said George picked up almost immediately?
Yes, she looks very upset, long story short.
Yeah, I heard
What
about
do
your
you want?
intruder. Good luck with that. We have investigated the purchase history of this planet.
Uh-huh,
Um, your document says you purchased it during the first project.
that's right. My pappy put everything into it.
Legislation after the first project made all purchases of the planet during the first project null and void. This planet was
Ah,
then
shut
purchased by the
the
Steel
hell
Lance
up. You
Refinery
don't know a
during the
goddamn
third
thing what we
project.
done for this place. My people have bled, sweat, and died here.
And that is not my place to tell you otherwise. However, the Steel Lance Refinery Corporation does have current legal claim on this planet. I will forward you the relevant legal rulings. Feel free to take it up with them if you have any issues.
She just says that you want to come and get it then, boy. And she hangs up.
I don't need to get it. It's worthless now.
Just, yeah. Uh,
Did she hang up?
Yeah, no, she's gone.
Okay. Well,
Don't suppose we could request some mechs?
or just orbital bombardment.
Can we get a battle cruiser?
You can start talking to people.
who called in the fleet?
Let's see. It's been about 3 cycles since the Black Star left, right?
Yeah, about.
So they'll be back in 2 more.
Well, they're already over orbit, but they're gonna come and actively pick you up and/or send support within an additional 2.
Okay. Let's see. What's the world looking like? 6, 9, 12. At least 12 combatants. Plus a half dozen non-combatants.
Plus whatever they might have still inside.
Yeah, you're looking at a small village.
Depending on their loadouts, it's a 50-50 fight. If they don't have any other additional reinforcements in any of the buildings. That in mind, it might be our best course of action to call Katie on the Black Star and see if she can provide artillery support, such as it is. Just kind of bomb this place out of existence. That's the easiest way to go about it.
Sounds like gotta go back to the air.
No, we still got comms.
No,
We can just ask them here.
I mean, like, I don't want to stay on the surface if they're gonna be like attacking us. We could just like hang around above the surface, and then so that you know they can't
we
make a
should
move.
probably keep that in mind.
'Cause
Let's ask Katie what she's capable of doing at the moment first.
all right,
All right.
call her up.
Yeah, let's bring up Katie real quick.
Okay. So you get the indistinctive calls, and Katie again picks up after a couple rings. Hi, pilots. Still having trouble with those pesky miners?
The leader of the miners down here has refused to respect the legal claim of the Steel Lance Corporation.
Oh, that's a darn shame.
They have enough entrenchment and forces. It would be hard for us to push their current position.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible for you to just drop a couple of pieces of orbital bombardment on them? Just to soften them up a bit.
Hang on. Let me ask our sister ship, the Mimos.
All right.
Yeah, it's doable. They'd be able to drop a blink gate bomb on it.
What's the blast radius of the blink gate bomb?
You're looking at probably about a 10 by 10 kilometer radius.
All right, we can work with that.
Alrighty. It's gonna cost you though.
How much is it gonna cost?
You're looking at between 10 to 15,000 mana.
How much are we even getting
What's the
paid for
total?
this?
Yeah, how much we're making from this job?
Yeah, weren't we making like $500,000 out of this?
The contract's a whole million for all of you.
Split
Oh.
between all of us. Yeah.
Not on top
So
of.
it is not a terrible deal just to drop a mana bomb
True.
on this.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper than cloning everybody.
What
Yeah.
was it? It's like 3% of our salary
The room and
for
board.
maintaining a clone or something.
The room and board is a hard 10% from each of you. It's an additional 5% for the cloning.
5% of a million is 50,000. So it's cheaper to drop the bomb than it is to risk us dying.
Yep. Also, it's
Alright.
probably more efficient to just drop the bomb.
Oh, it's definitely more efficient.
Yeah.
Aiden might be a lost cause though.
I mean, he kind of
I
dug his
came
own
here.
grave.
I came here expecting to die. Don't worry.
Yeah, he dug his own grave.
No, I'm fully expected to die. I have a plan though, so we'll see what happens.
Echo, you want to pull back
he
out?
ends
Or
up in
is-
his clone and then completely rejects his own body. There you go.
That's
Yeah,
the plan.
We're probably
'Cause
gonna
that
need
is
Echo
actually
back on
something that can
board.
happen.
Yeah, Echo's no longer in the chat, so
I'm
somebody
gonna
needs to grab him.
moving as Echo, so I'm assuming he's just gonna
Oh,
pull
okay.
pull back into the ship then.
I'm assuming he's just gonna jump back on the ship. We
Yeah.
move out 10 kilometers. They nuke the place. We
Only
come back
10?
and make
We
sure.
might
everyone-
want to move a bit further than that. Just,
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
We should
blast
probably move
radius and
closer to
whatnot.
15,
Or like
Yeah.
20.
15 or 20.
Yeah.
Watch the big kaboom from there.
Yeah.
So you guys all pile back in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Head back out of space.
To think I will
Or-
soon be
or-
doing this too.
How far are you guys pulling out?
25
I'd say
kilometers.
we
10,
say
probably
20
closer to 20.
25.
Okay. Team lead, how far?
Team lead's
Well,
dead.
not-
He's on
he-
the
I,
surface.
I don't think
Yeah.
Team Lead
Team
should
Lead's
get a
not on
voice
the
in
shuttle.
this, saying as though he's kind of inside the thing, yeah.
Go, seeing as how a lot has just happened, do I have any time to do some stuff?
So you need to stealth out of the building and then past all of the guards who are
Oh,
actively
I'm not
looking.
leaving.
Oh, okay. What are you trying to do?
You should have like half an hour or so.
I'm gonna use takeout in the head.
On who, sorry?
What's her face? What's her face? George?
George, okay.
I'm gonna kill
Wow.
George.
Just assassinate George.
Okay.
Of course.
You can try. Is it an so roll a 1d20 with 2 disadvantage.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because she's half bionic, my guy.
Ah.
I think
And
there's
That- aware that
being
somebody is-
said, I am
Ghost.
an assassin,
Mm-hmm.
a professional one, who's killed many people.
Yes.
Ghost
So
on
And
an
knows how to
appropriate
kill
trigger
people.
then.
She's
And normally when someone's head comes off, it's kind of
Aiden, she's been aware that you're in the room the entire time.
ah.
Yeah.
See, that's different.
Ghost. I have a question for
He
you.
did say
Sure.
this earlier.
In
to
a,
be
in
fair.
a second, Aiden, roll, and then with 2 disadvantage.
Yeah, it's about the way the
Wow,
disadvantage
you look
works.
at that. Wait,
Is
no,
this-
I thought the disadvantage doesn't stack. Wait a
Oh
minute.
no, yeah. No, it doesn't.
Do you just pick? You pick one of them?
So it would be the largest
take
number.
whichever
It would
one
be
is
the
higher.
6, yeah.
Yeah,
be
so it'd be a
6.
6. All right. So
So you're working with a 7
you're
here.
working with a 7. So
I fully came in here expecting to die, so
Yeah, you
I might as well
completely
happen anyways.
failed.
you kind of sneak up next to her to try and make a move to it, attempt to kill her, and she just kind of calmly turns and looks at you, and she smiles. She looks into wherever your eyes might be underneath the mask and says, "Hi there." And right before you're able to bring down the sword, she presses a button on her computer, and you need to roll to dodge.
Okay. Wow.
Oh.
Okay, you
That's 10.
successfully managed to dodge a laser that was blasted out facing on the door. So when you walk in through the door, there's the plants.
Mhm.
One of the plants shoots at you. One of the
That's
two.
fucking awesome. I'm having so much fun. I love this so
One
much.
of the 2 plants shoots at you. And she quickly presses another button, and now all guards are coming towards your location. So you will have
Okay.
2 turns to make a move before there are about 4 guards who will turn you into spaghetti sauce.
Okay, Ghost, what's in the armory?
You can't see the armory. You're in the
Okay.
room that it's the armory, but you can't see anything.
Okay, I'm gonna try
It's all
attacking
locked
her
up.
again.
Okay, go for it. With disadvantage again.
Disadvantage? Okay.
Although, out of curiosity,
Mhm.
Wow.
would Aiden still be on the comms?
Yeah.
Oh wait, can I
So,
just stay cool
I'd
with it?
probably still hear him fighting and whatnot, yeah?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Whatever noise the team makes while fighting.
What's his call sign again, Aiden?
Talon.
Talon?
Talon.
Talon.
Talon, whatever the fuck you're doing, fucking do it better. And I'll give him a leadership die.
Okay. And what does that
Nice.
what does that do?
Leadership die is something he can expend, and it's a let's see, hang on.
It gives him
It's a
probably a
D6.
D6 advantage.
Yeah.
D6 advantage, so it would negate the first of
Yes.
2.
Hmm.
Okay, cool.
Well, I
No.
failed this one anyways because I only rolled a one.
I don't.
Well,
I'd
it doesn't
argue
negate
that-
it. It gets added. It gets added
it
back
gets
to the
added,
total.
yeah.
Okay, sure. So then that's all right. Well,
But with how
we'll
Aiden's
do that
rolling, it
on
wouldn't save
Aiden's
him.
next turn. So yes. So Aiden, what were you trying to do initially?
I'm just trying to kill her.
Okay, so you make another step towards her, and as you do, one of the plates on the floor drops, and as you step, you are kind of thrown prone as you try and step towards her.
This is going really, really shittily for an assassin. I'm not gonna lie.
She gets up and kind of walk towards you, and she doesn't say anything. She just kind of looks down at you, and she just says, "I want you to look at me in the eyes when you die." And she snaps her
He's
fingers
not
again.
mad, she's just disappointed.
She
Yeah.
she snaps her fingers again. Aiden, roll 2 dodges. Roll for double dodge.
All right, and
Okay. And then I'm assuming you're going to take the leadership die for that second one.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so we'll roll for that, and then roll for disadvantage, and we'll see what the total between the two is.
Yeah, that leadership didn't save you.
Yikes.
Look, it's merely an extra D6. I'm trying my best here. Fuck you.
So
You
I
needed to
fully
roll a
came
6
here
to save
expecting
him.
to die.
so
I'm
Yeah.
only doing this because everything I've done thus far is because I thought it would lead to a funnier situation, which so far it has, and I'm enjoying it so much.
so you roll
This
to the
is a
right.
funnier situation.
You roll to the right,
Yeah, I think
avoiding the
this is fucking
first.
hilarious.
You roll to
If
the
I was
right.
watching this as a movie, I'd be laughing my ass off at this assassin who's bumbling all over the fucking place, just trying to kill this one girl.
You roll to the right to avoid the first laser, successfully dodging it. However, you didn't account for the second laser plant, and it hits you square in the chest.
Oof, how much damage?
Roll a 1d6.
This,
It's a lot of damage for an anti-fantasy.
Of course you now roll a 6.
You
Oh, and you're using the stealth suit too. Doesn't that outright kill you?
No, but it does do
He
a
has
lot
no
of hurt.
armor.
he has no
Alright,
armor
yes.
essentially.
It does a lot of hurt. It does
He's
a lot of
he
hurt.
probably has like 3 health or something left.
I have 1 health left.
Close
Yeah.
enough.
You guys don't understand how much more damage you could take compared to me.
Well, yeah,
There's
I
a
have,
reason I am stealth. It's because
Yeah,
if I ever
I
get
have
hit,
10
I
health
am
and
getting
2
clapped
armor.
in
What
the
do you
next
want?
century.
I have 9 health and 1 armor.
She continues to kind of back up a little bit, knowing that very quickly there's going to be guards in here, and she just leans against the glass, just quietly watching you kind of squirm.
All right. How about this, Chief?
Take a move.
I mimic her,
Okay.
and I put away my weapons,
Okay.
and I wait.
Okay. So as you do that, the guards bust in, seeing one George leaning against the glass, looking smug as all can be, and another basically burnt crispy George, whose chest is just a smoldering. It looks like
Crack.
burnt carbon, essentially.
What?
And she goes, one of the first guard, the one that kind of brought Saber and Terran in, goes, "Ma'am, are you okay?" And she just kind of looks over at them and says, "Yes, Yes, James, everything is fine.
I follow her directly.
Roll to get
I-
up with disadvantage because you've just been shot in the chest.
Okay.
So I'm amused by the fact that his version of George is burnt too crisp, but he's also saying, yes, James, everything is fine.
So you're able to get up successfully with extreme pain as your body, it's like you have permanent sunburn, but you can feel almost the blood inside your body boiling. And you get up and do you want
I'm
to say
gonna
anything?
blow up. I'm gonna blow up.
Do you want to say anything, or are you just going to get up and begin mimicking her?
I start acting smugly as well, and I say, "Will someone please take care of her?"
Roll,
Him.
roll to try and
Oh, huh.
roll to try and convince the
Oh.
guards that you're not in extreme pain right now. Okay, so you're able
Oh,
to.
can I use stay cool? It doesn't matter. I weigh one, so.
Yeah, so you cross your arms and you try and kind of do anything. I mean, you just try and kind of look like everything's fine, even though your entire chest is a black crater right now. And would you just mimic her essentially?
Yeah.
Okay. She walks over to the desk again, behind the desk, the cabinet, and places her hand on the cabinet. And it reads her hand, and it same thing as before. She lifts her hand up, and the pinprick is accepted. And she looks at you, and she just waits.
Y'all move, dipshit.
So I turn around and I say, "Now listen." And I pull up my pistol and I try shooting her.
Roll to shoot with disadvantage.
Why? I hate her. I hate her so much.
You shoot, but because your entire body is basically laser bits, it goes wide and it hits the glass.
Would it hit the glass or go through the glass?
Go.
It hits the glass but stops. The glass is bulletproof.
Ghost, if I may, seeing as
But it's a laser.
Ghost,
It's still
seeing,
be a pretty weak
seeing
laser.
as I'm using a sidearm,
Mm-hmm.
it's considered like a half action. Can I also use my other half action to turn invisible?
Sure.
You could. I'm not sure it'll save you.
Go nuts, Aiden. Go nuts.
They'll still know you're in the
I
room.
have a
by the
50%
way.
chance of not getting hit.
Well,
anymore,
no,
so you
he's
know
just
what?
Yeah.
translucent. He just becomes temporal.
Yeah, I have a 50% chance of not getting hit. Plus, they have to actually roll to hit me. So
Go for it.
yeah, I'm going transparent again.
Okay, so you've become translucent. All right, so as
Yeah.
you do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 guards. Well, all 7 of them basically unload on you or attempt to. With was it 1, 2, 3, 4 of the guards
4 of them succeeding.
and then I'll just roll another. So it's a 50-50 on it. So I guess what?
Yeah.
So roll
1d2.
1
Coin flip.
d2, and of those 5, 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 hits with an absolute slug round, and it. So he hits you
gonna
center
kill you.
mass, and with the way that these weapons are designed, so the planet
So
of
my
Gamma.
body just basically becomes like a pile of goo.
The planet of Gamma is known for its wild and hostile life that are extremely armored. So most lasers, if they're able to be found,
All over again.
are incredibly coveted, as the shredder rifle, as they like to call it, is essentially it's not a gun as much as it shoots needles. It shoots high explosive
Jesus.
needles at the targets. That's what they shoot at you, Aiden. This man mag dumps his shredder gun into you with hundreds of thousands of micro shredder needles cleaving your body. You're not so much eviscerated as much as your body. They shoot you, but you don't explode. The back behind you just becomes covered in blood as these millions of micro needles cut through your body.
So Aiden's just become a porcupine.
All right.
No,
Ghost,
no,
if I
he didn't
may,
become a porcupine. He became pulled pork.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost, if so, I gotta guess that I don't have like a last few moments to say a few words.
Let's yeah, hang on. Roll one
Roll. I
d.
think it's like roll a d6.
You've got a whopping 4 words to get out before you go and see the motherland.
Okay.
George kind of walks over to you and crouches down at your spitting, gasping body. Any last words?
Hired me. What's the guy that I killed's name?
Jeez.
Jeeves.
Jeeves did and then die.
She stands up and...
You claim Jeeves hired you?
That's... Okay. Okay. So she... You slump over and you're dead. That's the end of you.
You're dead.
You're done, son. The rest of your
That was
crew,
quick.
after kind of realizing they were about to basically obliterate the area with which you were at, stands back and roll 1d20. You all kind of crowd around the pilot seat as he beckons you towards the front of the ship, and he says, y'all ready? You're about to see one hell of a light show. And off in the distance, you can see what appears to be the Black Star, kind of finally coming around the Gamma planet as it gets into position to drop the Blink Gate bomb. Now, the reason that this thing is so incredibly expensive is because it does use the processed Algorium fuel of the Blink Gate. However, what it does is, when it is unleashed, because the way that the fuel is compound, it's not so much a massive explosion as much as it's this continuous burn. It is this long-lasting...
Oh, so it's basically a huge napalm bomb.
Yes. It will
Oh no.
stay there for days on end as this energy is just constantly being released on this area.
You know, I think
That's
we might have
actually
made
pretty
a mistake
glorious.
And
saying as though this is a mining station with unrefined algorium.
and as you drop the Blink Gate bomb onto the planet covered in raw,
Yeah.
unprocessed Algorium.
Okay.
25 kilometers.
Can I just say, you didn't tell us it would do this beforehand.
Yeah, KD should have warned us.
That's why I
As
said 25.
You see a
Well, it
small
doesn't matter. The entire
star.
fucking planet's gonna be burning
You
now.
see a small star fall from the Black Star, and it hits what was originally the founding location for the Jefferson Family Refinery. As it blinks for just a second, you see this almost reverberation as this bright turquoise and blue flame expands from what was originally their initial mining outpost, and it grows. It was a safe estimate to be concerned that the explosion radius would be much larger than the initial 30 miles, and it grows. It gets about 4 to 5 kilometers away from you guys as this giant dome continues to expand, gathering energy and anger from the planet itself as it just erupts in this massive bomb. There are no survivors.
Simultaneously glorious and terrifying.
I love this.
The entire area is absolutely destroyed, and anyone that was on the surface has been obliterated. There are no survivors. The atmosphere has been wiped. There is nothing left. As
Clean
as the
No, it's a plan, yes, sir.
as the planet, it doesn't revert back to a more archaic age. The planet is fractured. It's been broken. The Algorium, it reacts. There is still Algorium present on the planet, and it didn't create a cascading effect. However, all of the location that they marked was intentional for its high value and high volume, which is what triggered the additional explosion of the Blink Gate bomb. And as you fly back in to the Black Star, it continues to burn, almost as a signal of what was once the Jefferson Family Refinery.
I mean,
Something tells me we're not getting paid for this.
well, no, we did technically complete the contract. We were asked to remove
Oh, I don't
any
like
and all
plan.
people from the surface. We did. Just also kind of broke
Unexpected.
the planet a little.
What's most unexpected is that you actually helped me with my plan. I love
Nah,
it. It all
no
worked
help.
perfectly. Because if you remember last time, during the session, Ghost mentioned that some of the crystals, some of our weapons run off this stuff. So I made the assumption that the crystals actually explode when they come into contact.
What?
No, I don't remember hearing
What
this.
do you?
at all.
Yeah.
You remember
What?
this? Yeah,
No.
Ghost, you brought it up, didn't you?
Yes, for when ships go through the blink gate.
Oh,
Yeah, ships use it. 'cause
Ships
it's
use it.
ship fuel. Why
Right.
would a fucking weapon use it? Besides bombs, obviously.
well, I heard that it exploded, so that's all that mattered to me. So my plan was to blow up one of the things and then let it all crumble. But at first I had to get you off the planet so you wouldn't also die. But coincidentally, you did it yourselves, which I love. It worked perfectly.
Can we just leave him in his vat?
Yeah, that's
That's-
understandable. It's a psychopath, and you should be wary of him.
I think I don't want to revive him.
Yeah. I
Look,
think
I'm just saying, if you tell Grit not to kill someone, he won't do it. But if you don't tell him to do it, he'll fucking do it.
I mean, it's
I
a bit
think that's
hard
the
to
problem.
keep track of someone who instantly goes fucking invisible as soon as there's any other people around.
Yeah, but that's all I want you to do. I want you to constantly yell in the radio, Grit, I swear to fuck! Grit!
I don't
I'm not
find that
being
I
enjoyable.
mean, that's one way to play the
fucking
game.
I
I'm
don't
not
find that.
being
I don't find that
your
enjoyable. though.
Tamer.
It's so good! I love
Again,
it. I
I'm
work
just
so
going to say
well.
your actions will always have consequences within this game. That's all I'm going to
Oh.
add to that.
Yeah.
Alright, fine, I'll be
Yeah.
responsible.
So-
Shit.
You again play how you want, but bombing a very highly expensive reactor. Well,
Yeah,
long
but
story
I-
short,
we
you get
we have
fair-
made a lot of enemies today.
Long-
All thanks.
long
to
story
Aiden,
short, you
obviously.
guys
Go on.
What do you mean? They're all dead.
you
There's
you
nothing
pull-
left.
Hey, hang on, listen up.
Well, if the
You pull back into the Black Star, and as soon as you get in, you're immediately called to the bridge by Dom, who wants to discuss what just happened.
I need a drink.
I hate that we have to be associated with this person. Breathe.
Yes! It all worked perfectly!
I don't suppose there's anywhere I could go grab a drink before I fucking go meet up with Doc.
That being said, seeing as how a lot of people
Preferably
are actually...
vodka so I could drown my sorrows real quick.
Seeing as how people are actually really annoyed with how I'm playing Grit, I'll stop, because I'd rather not make enemies playing this instead of friends, so, yeah. I'll stop.
If this is how you're going to be playing every session, it's going to be very hard.
No, it's okay, I'll stop. I'll just kill people when they tell me to.
I get the point of your character and all, but it kind of makes doing anything impossible
No,
unless
it's
going
okay.
in guns blazing.
No, it's okay, I was being a cunt, it's fine. I get it.
I was just saying, you know.
Yeah, it's okay, I was being a cunt. There's no
It's
other
one
way
of those
to
things
look
that,
at
like, it works if everyone's on it, but no one else is
Yeah.
trying to do that. We're
I
all
don't-
actually
I don't-
trying to figure out how to do it.
I don't
I know,
think
but I
most
like
plans
I
on
like
campaign are
leaving
just
a little
like
surprise for people that'll shock them, because they have no idea that it's coming. But you know,
I mean, hey, if Taran and Saber didn't actually, more calmly
Save
convince
our
people,
asses.
I would have pulled out the +6 intimidation. So hey, don't worry about it.
that's pretty nice.
You have a +6 intimidation?
Well,
Instead
with
of
the
taking, like,
situation,
three
I'd say
different-
I'd have to keep cool, yeah. So that's
Yeah.
a +4. And then I have a +2 in whatchamacalled, threaten. So yeah. I'd say +6, you know.
That being said, I love this game so much. This is the most fun I've had in an RPG. I can blow up everything. Yes, I won't do it anymore. I promise. Don't worry. Just tell me what I need to
We
blow
really
up.
shouldn't blow up more shit.
Dom calls you to the brig, or to the brig, the bridge.
Am I revived at this point? Ghost,
No,
or will that take a
you're
while?
dead. It's gonna take the entire mission.
You're still growing.
Correct.
Okay, I
They-
was just wondering.
They've taken your samples. They've taken all of your samples. However, they still have to regrow or begin growing the clone, essentially.
Okay.
Now,
So I assume that I'm going to be staying at level 1 then? Yeah?
correct. Everyone else
Yeah.
who is alive levels up.
Crap.
In addition,
I'm not even upset.
this is where it's going to be a bit fucky wucky because technically speaking, because of the way that the backup
yeah.
works, Aiden, you have no recollection of basically bombing the entire planet. Everyone else does. However, your character
actually,
is unaware.
He might do.
Can you say that again?
There's
That
an
English.
actual specific table for when you die and revive.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. You didn't roll a d20 real quick?
Oh no.
Where? What page is that on?
Just
Just for.
defects in the clones and
Oh.
84. Page 84. Okay.
Okay.
20.
Look at
You
that.
come back with total amnesia regarding the time before your death, meaning you must be retrained and prepared from scratch. You lose all previous triggers and assign new ones up to your current level. Additionally, you may rewrite some incidental facts of your backstory.
I don't think I could have.
Basically, your character died. You're a
Wow.
new one now.
I can't think of a more poetic
Wow.
justice situation. That's
Yep.
amazing. Thank you for that perfect 20.
amazing.
So that was page 64, you said?
84.
84. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to pull that up for my own personal.
That is
Oh, there it
fucking
is.
Yeah,
amazing.
that
20.
chart has a couple of really neat stuff on it.
Come back with
Yeah.
So
amnesia.
basically, I'm back to level 0. And
Yeah.
I have.
Well, no, you're still level 1.
Oh.
Yes.
It's just you have to reassign everything.
Yeah, you recreate
Basically, think of it as like a
you keep the
respec.
level, but you recreate the character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're basically becoming a whole new person, but you're still the same person.
Yeah. No, that works.
Okay, so I have to pick different
You have
stuff
to correct. You are going to become essentially an entirely new person.
Yeah,
You're
with a big
you're
name.
as dead as you can get, but now you, the player, just has the same body, face, and appearance, but is a different personality entirely.
Yeah,
All right, Grit Singh is no longer a psychopath who craves the flames.
crap
That's
rave.
perfect.
Well, that worked out
It's
pretty
literally
well.
perfect. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
There
yeah.
you go.
Well,
Problem solved.
this situation's been sorted by itself. Good job, DM. Thanks, me.
That being said, he's also going to become a lot more subservient.
Do whatever again. So Dom brings you
Gonna
to the
beat a bitch
bridge,
now.
and
Yeah, I'm going to be a beta bitch.
Dom pulls you to the bridge, and he just kind of waves all of you to sit down. He has his hands up on. He's pulled a chair up to the hollow table, and has his hands in his face.
Before I sit down, I'm gonna offer him a cigar. Well, put a cigar in front of him, and then I'm gonna go sit down.
He takes it, and he pulls out a cigar cutter. I don't know what the correct term is,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
cuts it and lights it. And you hear him just kind of lean back real far in his old chair, and he just takes a big drag and goes, boy, you're fucked up. All right. Jesus God. All right, here we go. So, to make sure that we don't lose anything, do you have anything to say for yourselves before I start talking numbers? Good, I didn't want to hear anything anyways. So he pushes a button, and you can see your total, the 1 million mana for the contract. And he reads off the total pricings. Starting off, you have our $10% fee for all of you for working with us in the Black Star. And it drops down handedly. There's also the additional 5% for storage and cloning, which I noticed one of you is missing. Great, get to pay for that. That one
He died
will.
in the flames. That's how we wanted to go.
That one can pay extra for the rest of this. There's the 10% for the bomb that you dropped without my awareness, and
Why is that 10%? I thought it was like a flat 15,000.
going to talk to Katie about that one.
Katie's in for us. Go, Katie!
She was wrong when it came to the $15,000 for a goddamn Blinkgate bomb. Those things. Well, you saw what happened to the planet. I won't have to go into any further. And you dropped it on the What the hell were you thinking?
I'm surprisingly not to blame.
An
I'm just gonna say.
Algorium-rich
Blame
planet.
Katie for that.
You dropped
No,
the
don't
one
blame
thing
me.
that was gonna trigger a response, and this is what you idiots do? What the hell are you thinking?
I had no information about this kind of bomb, and Katie
Well, which
didn't
one of
say
you did?
anything about it holding
Which one of you
Algorium
did?
or anything.
Just blame me. It's fine. I
You're
don't-
dead. You don't get to speak.
Oh yeah, right.
Which one of you?
Wait, what was he asking?
We got a bomb that is underpaid, to say the least, and just blew up one of the most high yield Algorium veins, and I need to I need to now go and talk to our distributor, our contractor, about how we just blew up 45% of the total yield of this planet. It is now also, I don't know if you happen to notice, 95% magma. So what the hell are we gonna do here, folks? We got a problem.
Please, anyone talk? God damn it!
Girl. What'd they do?
Well, honestly, everyone was pretty much working together. It was just a certain someone who didn't work together and made it worse.
There it is.
And who is that certain someone in your group?
The odd jester out waiting here.
Hmm?
Well,
Yeah.
see, we're missing one.
Yeah?
They're the blame.
Good.
Sir, I
Mm.
take full responsibility as
Don't
well.
you do that.
Considering that they are on our squad, I
Mhm.
will also take full responsibility.
The fuck?
We could have stopped him, yes, but
Mhm.
also I wasn't paying attention, so I also will accept whatever consequences come with it.
This is why you don't send pilots to do Lancer jobs. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Girl,
Yes.
I want you leading the next one. I'm gonna charge you the 40% for the destroyed resources. I'm gonna charge you the 10% fee. I'm gonna still charge you the 8% for the bomb, even though it's a total of 15% and not 15,000. I'm gonna charge your dead friend the 45 for blowing up most of the planet.
I do it.
So there goes most of your paycheck, Aiden.
And that'll
Anyway.
hopefully soothe ties over with the steel lancing gentleman.
I did.
Alright.
I'm starting to regret my taking a lead here.
Well, how'd it go then? Since clearly you guys had a party, what the hell happened? I try and get one goddamn night's sleep. What happened?
Was not expecting that to be as high yield as it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, did I not tell you that that's on the planet?
Resistance,
I
No,
was
go
not
on. There was
expecting
3 of them. What, did you blow up all 3 while I was asleep? What happened?
No, we only blew up the last one because we were outnumbered.
Mm-hmm. You didn't
Heavily
want to
outnumbered
hire on
guns.
any of us. You know we have 3 Lancers in my group, yeah? Including me. You could have brought me.
yeah, Aiden, why didn't we hire one of these people that I fucking said we could do?
We have the resources here at your disposal. I'm trying to work with y'all, but all
So
you're
dead and
doing,
you're pissing on my grave right now.
all you're doing is bleeding me money. And I remember rule 1, I don't give a shit about any of you. At the end of the day, you make me money and we're good, but right now you're shitting on my money. Don't do it again.
Hey, does anybody else feel like he's from Inglorious Bastards, the leader? Just me? Okay.
seen that movie.
Oh, you're missing out.
Here's what we're gonna do. We got the 45, 10, 10, and then your friends covering a majority. I want you to get squared away. Don't do this again.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Good. Get out of my sight. He leans back and puts his feet up on the desk and, hey, thanks for the cigar, by the way, and waves you off.
No problem. Tell your medical just have a good one.
I walk out.
Yeah, I'll also head out. I'm off to the bar. Fuck this.
I will also follow him to the bar.
You're
Alright.
gonna
On
need
the
a drink
upside,
after
this
what the
leaves
fuck?
us with. On the upside, this leaves us with 60 or 70,000 each.
I'm spending some of that on fucking alcohol. My character doesn't have problems. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was gonna be grumbling like I knew we should ask for the mechas. Fucking bombs.
I really wish someone would have said, "Hey, this bomb has fucking Algorium in it," but literally no one said anything. So that was
Well,
pretty
I
cool.
mean, it is an Algorian mine.
Yeah,
Why
but
did-
no one
why
said
did
the
Dot
bomb
just send me
itself
batteries?
had it.
Why did who's been telling Dot about everything that I've done thus far?
Huh?
Oh, he's watching it. Never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say, you could just be watching stream.
I just see Dot in fucking Discord batting no nuking planets.
The
Well, I'm
Canadian
not
is
allowed to
big
anymore
bad.
because Grit lost his entire fucking mind. So now he's gonna be a huggable, lovable person who's still really good at killing things, but he doesn't have that skill anymore.
All right, so 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you guys will keep track of your current credits, but times 0.63.
I'll put it
So
on my profile, on my dossier.
of the
Wait, so how much money?
1 million that was essentially assigned to you guys.
Subtracted 65% from the total, and then 40
I thought that was
additional
just
percent
those
from
are-
Aiden.
So basically, Aiden gets nothing.
Yeah.
Correct.
So let's see.
In fact, I'm pretty sure I mean that.
No. So the way I'm doing it is you have the 1 million. I'm totaling up your overall fees besides Des and Taryn, who did not sign on for the cloning, which was an additional 5%.
Yeah.
All of you total come up to a 63% markup for everything that occurred. So there is a 630,000 earnings pulled away from this initial bit. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
Which leaves
3.
us with 370,000.
Yeah. So 370,000, 1, 2, 3, divided by all of you, 5. So each of you walks
Because
away.
Aiden doesn't get a cut of this.
So each of you walks away with about 74,000. Taryn and Des, you guys will need to obviously calculate it just a little bit differently because you guys didn't opt in for cloning.
Math.
Okay.
I need help.
What
Okay.
was the total again?
I'm in debt.
So the total was 100 million or
It
1
was-
million.
Let's just
So it
say
was
they
1
got
million.
80,000 just to
Yeah,
call it.
clean. You guys have 80,000. Everyone else has
80,000
74.
even.
Aiden is
Okay.
at like 5.
Aiden
Well,
got
it's
Yeah,
paid?
something
like that.
Wow.
Is there a place where we can just type it in on our CompCon?
You can put it in pilot notes.
pilot notes
Yeah,
slash the
just somebody
dossier.
left it as
Yeah.
a note, yeah.
Yep. And with that, you guys are free to roam on the ship. Is there anything you want to do before you head off to Cryo?
Not especially. I'm doing my level up stuff right now.
I feel like people are gonna kick my body while it's being formed.
I want to.
Probably, yeah. Oh, sorry.
I want to ask. Was it Katie the name of the AI?
Mm-hmm.
If I can find like the next of kin for Cletus, or was it all of his family on the planet?
She can look. She can definitely look.
I want to know, like, essentially, Cletus, Jeeves, and George.
Mhm.
If they have family off the planet,
Mm-hmm.
to know if they're gonna bite us in the ass. Because
Um,
they're obviously gonna learn if there's anyone outside. Like, they're gonna learn of what happened here, and then that's gonna probably.
So you reach out to her, and she can begin looking in. However, because you guys are essentially out in the fringe of space, she's not able to really dive into any databases to
Right.
look for next of kin, essentially. So she'll get onto it. However, she can't find anything immediately. She's just going to kind of give you a blanket statement of, honestly, everyone they knew and loved was on that planet.
Right. Well, if anything comes up in the future, just let
Mhm.
us know.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
I've killed someone.
Okay, my mech is now kitted out. Woo.
Genocide.
For whenever we get that. Oh, wait, I
So-
need to give it guns. Piss.
I love how Grit's not gonna remember any of this, but everyone's just gonna hate him. He's just gonna be like so oblivious.
Okay, so before each of you head off to sleep.
We have to do a level up at some point,
you
or is
need
that
to do-
after?
Yeah, you can do that now.
Okay.
Goes to himself, XD. So
Now, the question is,
Aiden,
who's
you're
he
not
gonna
doing
get
anything because
attached
you're busy growing in a test tube. Kaiser,
Yeah.
you're at the bar.
Oh no, I have to work
Yeah.
on my personality.
After a
That's
couple
pretty
of
much all I
drinks,
do.
I'll probably
Sure.
go to the gym or whatever the fuck they
I
have.
am also at the bar drinking milk.
Of
She
course.
drinks the hard stuff.
Grit is gonna latch onto someone, by the way, so you can be ready.
Taryn, is there anything that you were doing before cryo?
No.
Okay. Okay, then with that, each of you go off. Kaiser, you go to the bar with Des. You drink the hard stuff. She drinks the sweet stuff, and each of you kind of, I guess, chat idly for a while and enjoy each other's company.
Oh yeah, I have to call my mom.
You can try again if you want.
I would like to try calling my parents again.
Sure. You go over to one of the phones in the walls and you pick it up and it gives you the same dial tone again as you guys are out in the fringe of space and as I'll just repeat, because you aren't near any sort of society or blink gate to communicate with anyone, you're currently disconnected, if you will.
Yeah.
So
I'll go sit with Kaiser and say, I'm going to die.
You'll be fine. So long as you don't pull any dumb shit like that again.
Hopefully not.
Saber and Taryn, you guys, I guess, just head off quietly to your separate cryo pods, and that pretty much is the Black Star as it begins to slowly leave the bright sunspot that has essentially been left on the planet Gamma. As
Improve the look of the planet.
oh, it's gorgeous. It's as the years progress, it does. The Steel Lance Corporation does eventually come in and begin mining and actually using the essentially giant solar flare that you've created on this planet as a natural tourist attraction.
See, I'm sure they'll end up making the money back.
And with that, that's the game. If you guys, let's just start from Aiden, then work our way down. If we can just do the roses and thorns, just so I can kind of get an understanding of how you guys went, that'll be it. Is Aiden dead?
What? What's going on?
Roses and thorns?
Oh, we're still doing that thing?
Yeah, because I need to know what you guys thought.
Oh, the
Of the campaign itself?
Yeah, of the
it was
mission.
really good. No, it was fun.
Oh, it was
Minus
fucking amazing.
Aiden.
I had so much fun. Everyone took the bait easily. It was great.
Okay. Well, let's just again start from the top, work your way down. Aiden, one good thing, one bad thing, and then close it out with a good thing. Of your choosing. Of your choosing.
It was really fun. I loved
Okay.
it. I loved how you. Am I supposed to be talking about the game itself?
Yeah, no, you can. You're not in character. This is all just breakdown of how it went for you.
Like last time I was in character.
I love how some of them were very hostile and some of them weren't as hostile. That was amazing. I
Okay.
love that. I also loved how everyone responded to me fucking just killing a dude. But one minor thorn.
Sure.
Fuck. I forgot it. I forgot my thorn. What was it? What was
I know,
something
Aiden,
that I
what was it?
complained about? Someone tell me something I complained about.
That's on just PM it to me. If you guys can also kind of avoid, because I'm probably gonna guess what the rest of you are gonna say is your thorn. If we can try and keep it unique each time, so that way it kind of everyone doesn't just revolve around Aiden on this one.
What? Oh, I don't care. I'm perfectly fine with them getting
Impossible.
mad at me. It's part of the game. I love it.
Perhaps the logs are incomplete.
I think it's hilarious that people are mad at me right now.
Okay, so then I guess we'll circle back to
We
you
still
for your
got paid
thorn.
it all.
Kaiser, 2 roses and a thorn. It could be anything from bad RP to didn't feel like you were involved enough in the game. I mean, this is more so that way I can kind of understand you
Thorn,
guys.
it turned into Saber and Terran does everything,
Okay, fair.
which is a little bit because of just what skills they had, but also because, I don't know, they could just think of the words to say, whereas no one else could, and it's like, I get that kind of, but like, it doesn't really include anyone else then, because it's just the same 2 people saying everything.
Sure. Okay.
Because like, after my first attempt, where I just completely botched it because apparently I didn't say the right things, I honestly felt like I shouldn't even bother trying again, you know?
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, like, I could say things, but at the same time, I was too busy just being angry at Aiden. So I was like, Aiden, no!
Sure.
So I kept yelling.
Saber, Terran.
I'll go.
Yeah, I'll
so,
still think of positives.
Yeah.
I want to make sure. Yeah.
so yeah, I'd like to follow up on what you just said, Kaiser. I also agree with you, and that's why I was like trying to like anyone else want to come with. Like I tried to like kind of like give you guys a perch or something, but I've also like I agree with that having just like 1 or 2 players do things while everyone else kind of sits on the sidelines. Like even as being the person that's doing things is kind of like I didn't really enjoy that too much.
Okay.
So like obviously if it's for like a short scene or something, it's fine. But if it's more like when it takes up like like it comes up
Yeah,
a
it
whole
took
lot.
a good majority. No,
Yeah.
I recognize that. Yeah, absolutely.
I miss such
Okay.
So
No, fuck.
so
I just
yeah.
realized
What?
I could have shot the glass and rolled out of it, and then it would have been even better when I died from the impact of the
Wouldn't the
fall.
glass
It's bulletproof, my
leading
guy.
into the refinery
Oh, it's
anyway? Yeah.
Yeah, when you
Okay.
shot, that's why it didn't shatter the glass. It just stopped the glass. Stopped in the glass.
Okay, that's acceptable now. I was expecting. I was
You
like,
walked
"Ooh,
into a fucking
what if I
killing
just
room, my
sh-
guy.
What if I just like shot the glass and then tack rolled and then died from the fucking fall?
You would have landed in probably one of the vats of refined
Oh,
algorium.
that's even better.
So, Saber, you were saying.
Sorry.
Yes, that's for the like for that side. Yeah. The other thing like for uh the interactions in general, I think I kind of prefer this approach of more like not just like round-based combat all the time, but a bit more like kind of like free form of just RPing, I guess.
Okay.
So I think that was kind of I like this style of more.
Oh, very good. Okay. Anything else?
Nothing else I can think of
All
right now.
Taryn?
My comments are I liked how the different NPCs reacted differently when we tried to talk them down. My big thorn is I would have liked to have known about the possible cascade of the blink bomb beforehand. Because if I had known it was going to blow up half the planet, I probably wouldn't have called it in.
Fair.
Although it did turn out gloriously, and I cannot deny that.
Fuck yeah, my man.
Okay. If I can just kind of add on to that, one of the things that I want you guys to become much more comfortable with is asking questions. So if you do something or if you find something, so like when Saber took the laptop, to be honest, I wasn't expecting for that. Like when he started fishing around for stuff, but I'm more than happy to try and kind of come up with things along the way with you guys. So
Yeah.
feel free, and this is to all of you, feel free to ask questions about things. You know, you guys are walking into sometimes completely unknown areas, and you're not immortal, as
That was
obliterating Aiden proved.
yeah, that was a good bit of why I asked so many questions about the legal status of the deed and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
no, that was fine. I was, you know,
I was hoping I was going to be able to convince her to come out with just the legitimate legal status of the deed and all of that, but
negative
turned
Ghost
into
Rider.
she was already aggravated because of the whole where it wasn't going to
Because you
happen at
murdered
that point.
Jeeves. Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Well,
hadn't,
no,
we
no.
hadn't murdered him, it would have like
By
changed
that
up.
point, Aiden had already been detected,
Right.
and she was angry about all of that.
I was gonna die.
You were gonna die one way or another, probably. Yeah.
Oh no, I went in there fully expecting I'm gonna die here. Whether it be by a grenade in my mouth or some other means, it's gonna happen.
I was more worried about myself because she doesn't have a clone yet.
Right.
So I was like, if this goes south, it's not gonna be bad for
Right,
any of us, but mostly me.
that was why I kept trying to annoy you guys, just so you would leave me behind. Which I'm guessing it worked.
I
more
think
or less.
so. I'll just kind of add in as the two roses and a thorn as DM here. Communication. I mean, it's a work in progress. Again, this is only the second time that we've met, so I mean, again, there's still kind of the breaking into the roles and all that. So I'm not going to hold that against anybody. But communication really is, again, it's important. I want you guys to ask questions. I want you guys to talk to each other. The reason I pull you out of the group when you guys go off and do other things is because you're not there. So when you come back, it's important to communicate and let people know what's going on. So that's just like with at the end of the last mission when I only briefed the TL for that to update the group. The reason none of you knew what you were getting into and why this place was so kind of hostile, honestly, was because the TL didn't want to update. We're going to here, and he had to update everything and everything. So communication. I like that you guys tried to work things out before you went full murder hobo. That's one thing I really want you guys to get into, just the whole RP aspect of this. I mean, I don't want you just to feel like murder hobo is good. Yes. Feel free to try and find alternative routes, whether that's good, bad, or otherwise. I'm more than willing to work with you.
To that.
So
for the communication side, since we're on the Discord and there's 6 of us or 7 of us, I think, when
there's
everyone's
going to
here.
be basically 7 once Lemon joins.
Yeah, so communication, when people are talking at the same time, it gets a little chaotic sometimes, where if someone's making someone's trying to talk and then someone else makes a joke over it and then there people are laughing and then we kind of can't hear anything. So that's something else that I noticed that can be a little annoying and problematic when people talk over each other, essentially.
I mean, that kind of just happens, but that's also why when you were talking with Cletus and people started kind of jumping into the conversation, he kind of just started yelling at all of you because, usually when people talk, it's a more of a one-on-one kind of thing, where if people join in, it can escalate, hence why it did. So, okay.
That's just something to keep in mind for...
Yeah. No, and again, jokes happen. This is a no fun RP series only. Things happen. Sometimes you end up nuking an entire planet, and it is what it is. It happens.
Vanilla side.
Yeah, it happens. It is what it is. So yeah, but all right, awesome. Well, thank you guys.
That was to add on the aspect of asking questions. It's easier to ask questions if everyone's not talking at the same time.
Oh well, sure. That comes down to the TL making sure that everyone's working responsibly, and that's why there is a TL, because I'm not going to be able to dictate all of you at the same time because we're still figuring everything out.
It's hard when the TL is fucking off on his own.
That's
not talking.
But again,
I'm not a
communication.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, when can we vote for a new team leader?
Right now.
We
Please,
can
for the love of Christ, never choose me again. I hate it so much.
we can do it again. We can do that now if you guys want to do, or I can set up a straw poll. I don't really care.
I mean, last time we just voted on who we wanted.
Yeah, go for it.
Saber.
I'm gonna vote for Terran, just so I don't want to vote for myself.
Kaiser,
For
Death.
Saber.
Hmm.
Let's all vote for Des. Make her talk.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Everyone vote for
Well,
that.
actually, no, we don't get to vote because fucking what's his name put Des in charge.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Someone paid attention.
Yeah, I just had a moment. It's like, wait a
Woo.
second.
Wait a
Oh
second.
yeah.
Oh my
right,
I remember
forgot.
now. Yeah,
Thank
that,
God.
We don't
Alright.
have to vote for Des. Des is already in charge.
There we go.
Congrats, Des! You won unanimously.
Des got it because she took responsibility of the situation where others tried to back out.
Would you openly admit that you just accidentally fucked up and blew up an entire planet?
No, but
Exactly.
Des did, and she did the better thing. That's why Dom noticed.
That's why Dom's a dumbass simp.
XD
Got him.
Lamau.
wow. Shots fired.
In other news, anything else from anyone else?
But hey, I
Hmm.
gave him a cigar. I mean, it's good.
That's
folks,
true.
so there we
That's
go.
true. Anything else from anyone else?
Nope.
Okay.
Yes.
Karen?
I knew it.
I want character sheets for next session.
Yes, that'll be one thing that I work on, so that way we don't have to wait nearly as much when we're setting stuff up.
It's so much easier to just drag that shit in.
Mm-hmm.
How are you planning to use money in the future?
Money is going to be used either for personal effects and or acquiring mechs and or acquiring ships and or acquiring personnel or crew or additional squads.
Actually, that is a good question. How much does a mech actually cost us?
You are
the
looking at a clean 1 million starting out for your mech.
For like the
It's
basic
way
one?
too expensive.
For a basic mech. Mm-hmm.
What
For,
do you mean?
for an
What do you mean
Everest, you're
by
saying it.
Well, for an Everest.
No,
he's saying.
for an Everest essentially. And then
Nice.
I'm fucked then.
don't nuke a planet then.
No, but like, I want the Barbosa, the biggest fucking mech there is that we can buy. That shit's gonna be the most expensive now.
Yes, and the
I'm
price
now. Oh.
the price also increases for the number of mechs you have because there's also crew and engineers that need to maintain and service all of it while you're off
Well,
playing Murder
I hope
Hobo.
you guys have fun with your mechs then. I'm just gonna be on the ground the entire game.
Singing.
I don't know what the prices for my. Are the prices in the book or is it just kind of.
No,
There is
I'm-
no price.
I have
it's
to
just
homebrew
something
an
Ghost
entire
has made
economy.
up.
I have to
Hey,
homebrew an
that's
entire
like-
economy.
And
like
I'm
my
not
other
liking
game.
it.
So
Just-
seeing
just
as my mech is basically an exoskeleton, is
No.
it still a million, or it's still
How
a
about
million?
You don't worry. It
Did we
all
make
works
money
out.
last-
Trust
Okay.
trust your DM god. Trust me.
I
Also,
don't trust you
Ghost,
anymore.
Fair enough.
Ghost,
I've completed the new biography. I recommend you go check it out.
All right,
Ghost,
I'll
did we
take a
make
look
any
at it.
money? Did we make any money in the last session?
No, your
Oh.
your first paycheck was basically living rent free for the month.
Okay,
Yeah. So
that's fair.
Wait,
don't
then why are we
worry.
paying then? 'Cause- I guess that's
Trust
already
me,
been
my
whatever.
small little chickadees. It is all according to plan.
Yeah, it's not like I literally won't be able to do anything for 90%.
You
of
doubt
this
me,
campaign
boy.
now.
You doubt me.
There needs to be bigger paychecks, man.
You just need
Yeah,
to not
really.
blow up 40% of your paycheck.
I'm sorry, but like even if
And then you
we
blew up the rest of
didn't,
the alcohol.
that would have been like a fucking a quarter, like not.
Yeah, it
like
would've been a
fucking
quarter of a
tenth what we
million.
needed.
40%
Oh,
of your
wait,
no,
it
paycheck.
only-
No,
With-
it would have
with the
given us
rest of the box-
160,000 each.
Yeah.
thereabouts.
Yeah,
That's not a quarter, Ghost.
it adds up. Don't at me. The math checks out here. We're science. Don't worry.
So I'm guessing it's going to take us at least another 5 or 6 missions before we even have a chance of getting a mech.
To buy the basic bitch max, and by that point we'll probably be max
See,
level.
but the basic bitch mech is actually not bad.
Yeah, but I don't want the basic bitch mech.
Can you like trade up from one mech to another?
You
I would
just
hope so.
trust.
I doubt it.
Trust. It.
No,
I have already
I'm
worried
having
about all
much
of
doubt
this.
because there is no information about this. Therefore, I have big
Okay,
doubt.
fair enough. So, the way that the mech suiting will work is when you purchase a mech, it will be at the level of equivalence. So, it's 1 million base for the Atlas, and then each level is, I'll have to figure out some sort of economy system for that.
What? I don't get what you mean.
So, to buy the basic frame, the Atlas,
So the Everest.
or the Everest, sorry. To buy the Everest base is 1 million. To add on the extra bits and pieces, I will honestly have to homebrew some sort of financial balance for it because honestly, I have no idea. I'll figure that out when we get there. It's gonna be expensive at the end of the day because it's a giant robot. That's my reasoning with it. Yes, the parts are available to the crew because they are already servicing 3. However, they don't have the on-hand inventory to build 7 entire mechs for all of you. They would have to.
I just feel like
They would have to go to a core world to acquire those parts to build the mechs to move the space. Because again, also mind you, the Black Star only has a carrying hangar capacity of about 4 to 5 mechs. That's why they are so universally recognized.
Well, Chief, I hate to break it to you, but
And there's 7 of you.
well,
Okay.
not just
Need a
that,
bigger ship.
but
We're saying we'll have to share mechs.
I'm saying you'll need to make some money to afford the extra space.
well, I'm just saying.
Actually, does the sister ship have any mechs on it? You mentioned the sister ship.
There's 2
Yeah,
other ships.
Like Dom's mech.
Again, this is stuff that I feel like we probably should have been told about.
This is stuff you should have asked about.
I feel like this is basic background stuff that, hey, you work for these people, they have this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, whatever.
Well, when you first start,
what I was
when you
gonna
first
say
start
though is
employment,
like you said there's 4 mech spaces for 4 mechs, yeah?
there's a total carrying capacity on the Black Star specifically for 6.
For 6. Well, either way, you said there was 4 spare, yeah?
Yes.
What was
There's
yeah.
3 or 4 spare, yeah.
There's
What does
3.
that? What does it? What do you count as like?
As
is that
in,
for like a size 1? A
it can
size
hold
2? Like,
it can hold a size 3 in all 6 of those spaces.
So it's like a dock or like a.
It's an entire hangar for
so you need
mechs.
you need
Okay, so
6
there's like 4 hangars.
spaces to store 1 level size 3 mech. Is what you're saying?
No, you have there's
No.
6
You
spaces.
can hold up to
Said
6 size 3s.
Correct.
So like 6 hangars.
It's six whole hangars, so you can't park a size 1 in a size 3. It's just there's enough room for up to a size 3.
Well, no. The way you worded it is that it sounded like you said you needed 6 spaces to fit in.
No, sorry.
Size
It's
3. No.
the Black Star has 6 spaces for mechs up to size 3.
Right. Yeah.
There we go. And again, there will be contracts, there will be money. You gotta just make sure you don't blow up the entire planet again. Okay?
Yeah, there were probably better ways to tackle that.
There's
I mean, we were sabotaged at the start.
Look, Grit's new personality is.
I mean, it
It
doesn't help
basically makes
that
it
like
impossible for him to kill people. So.
either way, at that end point, we had to. It was either we leave, or we actually had to kill them all because they weren't gonna leave peacefully at that point.
I mean, my suggestion was getting mechs to help us rather than like bomb everything from space, but
Well, again, we
I
should have
didn't know.
requisitioned that earlier. That's the problem. Team lead didn't do that.
I didn't know if we actually had access to mechs on
Yeah.
any of the ships or
Yeah.
anything.
We did. It was even brought up the previous session that hey, you should probably plan about what you can requisition. You can requisition the main guys that we saw the first time because they've got mechs. You can requisition extra bodies. We can fucking requisition gear and whatnot. You know.
right. All of it has a price, and again, that's where all
But
the
again,
homebrewing's
that
coming.
comes down to the team lead sorting it out.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and
I'll say at the very least, none of us said to bring mechs earlier. However, fuck you, team lead. How dare you not think of this? You Sabi, I'm a piece of trash. Nah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the stream. So you guys are free to go. I will not. We are not gonna be having. Wait, what's today's date?
25th.
Today's the 25th. So yeah, next week. Actually, we might be able to get away with a game next week. It's the following week. It's the second week of August. I am going to not be available at all. So we'll see if we can perhaps acquire Lemon finally and get him into this. And again, I'll just do another straw poll to see if everyone's available for next week. And with that, you are free to go.
Okay.
No, Ghost, you're free to go.
No, you're breathtaking.
No, you're breathtaking.
No, comrade.
We're
We're
breathtaking.
breathtaking.
Hey, Ghost, real quick, if you
Yep.
don't mind.
Nice talk.
In private.
Oh, sure. All right. Let me go ahead and go ahead and say goodbye to chat. You guys are free to go. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, gamers, for being here for this game. And
I do want to say something like after when you're done with Aiden go.
sure.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to Aiden, then I'll add you, and then we could do it. The rest of you, get out of my sight. Scatter, you bunch of roaches.
No, you.
See you guys later. Thanks for the game. All right, chat, stream, everyone, thank you for being here for today's installment of the Black Star Odyssey. My name is Ghost. That was Aiden, Kaiser, Terran, Saber, and Des. Thank you, everyone that was here for this stream. You guys are, well, we do it to entertain, we do it to amuse, and of course, hopefully you guys enjoy it. So with that, I hope you guys have a good day, good afternoon, and good night. Don't know when we will be doing the next one. It will very likely be next Saturday at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you are interested, the Discord link is down below. You can join us there and, of course, join in all the shenanigans. So with that, thank you, everyone that was here. You guys are fantastic as always, and I will see you next time. So long, pilots. Bye-bye.